My lovely friends, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Missa, and we do fun makeup on this channel. Anyway, today as you can see by the title, I'm going to be playing again with my Be Perfect Carnival The Antidote palette. Heather asked me to play with this. I was like, I have no makeup inspiration today, guys, help me. And Heather said, use this because I think I've used it twice on my channel since I got it. And she also said, do a black lip with it. So Heather, this is for you. But yeah, so we're gonna play with this. I really rarely pick up this palette. I'm trying to go through and like do a series, like an unofficial series, where I use up all the palettes that I have in my collection that I just never use, because I feel like I got to that point again where I've got too many palettes. I kind of want to get rid of some of them, but I want to use them all first and see what I think. Not that I'm getting rid of this because it matches its sisters, so it's not going anywhere, but you know what I mean. So yeah, we're gonna do this fun look here. Greens is another thing I don't really play with that much. Greens and browns are probably the least used on my channel. And yeah, if you want to fanny around and have fun with me today, then keep on watching. I'm all prepped and ready to go. Not in my pyjamas for once, which is a shock to everyone, I'm sure. Right, I'm starting off with Mystic, which is the black, so I'm not going to pick up the palette, so just deal with it. Unicorn Cosmetics, UC09. And I'm just gonna splodge this on all the way around. It's a really good black, probably the best black in all of the carnivals, which is annoying because this is my least favourite. Just realised as well, I haven't finished my brows. All I've done is put my brow powder in. I've not like used my pen or anything, but they look fine. Great. And then this is just a clean brush. Flop this around the edges. I'm still not sure about this look, but I feel like when my base is on and stuff it'll look good, and I'm hoping with the lip and all that, just when everything's done, hopefully that it all like comes together a bit. Then I'm going to grab Antidote, this dark green, and then I'm going to go into Clover. So this dark one, then Clover. And this is on like a smaller blending brush. So I usually put all my first shades on with small precise brushes, and then when I go back and like, you know, when I like speed it up and I'm just blending everything, I usually switch to much bigger blending brushes at that point. But just to get all my shades on and be a bit more precise about my placement, I tend to just use like smaller brushes like this. I love the M456. I've got a bunch of these. I don't feel like they wash very well. Yeah, they're never quite as good as when they're new. There we go, just fart that on. And then into that Clover shade. Quite a fluffy brush, but it's quite pointy, so I feel like I've got a bit more precision with it. I've been completely forgetting to put my brush names up on screen recently, so hopefully in this video I'm remembering. This is a really good palette. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Quality wise, it's really good. I do have I've got no complaints there. I just obviously don't gravitate towards the colour scheme, and it is my least favourite carnival. But yeah, it's a very good palette. Just not my preferred cup of tea or coffee, which I drink a lot more now. Okay, then I'm going to go into Dusty, which is like a dusty green. Mine kind of has like a film over it, so I had to kind of scrape it. And then I'm going to use a bit of Buttercup as well. Oh, this is another favourite brush. I love Morphe brushes. Most of mine are very good and have stood the test of time. Pull this out quite straight. I do end up like cutting it. This shade doesn't like naturally want to blend with that last green I used, but we do get there in the end, I feel. I'm taking it like fairly low down here because I am going to cut it, so I'd rather have it lower and be able to remove stuff than have to like add more. That would just annoy me. So yeah, that's my initial shape. I'm not even bothering with the lower lash line because we would do that like afterwards. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I mean I see it a lot on Instagram, but sometimes I feel like my eye shape, I can't pull off certain styles. Anyway, I'm going to jump into my big fluffy brushes. So they're much bigger, much fluffier, and I just feel like I get a much better blend. Because first stage is just putting on my shape and my initial colours. Second stage is blend, blend, blend. So I'm going to do that silently while I watch a YouTube video, because the worst thing about filming videos is you can't listen to like tunes and like just dance along as you're filming, because copyright. Okay, that's on. I'm going to first of all use the shade Shimmer, and then I'm going to blend out a bit with, what did I use? Brass. I just thought gold, I was going to do green, and then I thought, I think when I first played with this palette I did like a green cut crease or a green halo, and I thought, well, try and make it a wee bit different, Melissa. Really impressive. Gold, very pigmented, goes on really nicely. Plus gold's not really a shade I use a lot. Because I kind of always associate using golds with using like browns and neutrals, which is not really my cup of tea. Kind of wish it was. Like, I love seeing people's makeup when they've done like a lovely neutral eye, and I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. I just don't feel like it suits me, and I lose my patience when I'm doing a look because I'm like, I don't like it. So that's the gold. It's nice, right? And then a bit of brass on either side. This brush doesn't have a name, if you're wondering. It's a blank canvas one, and I've had it so long, the name's completely rubbed off and I just don't know what it is. And then I took chestnut, which is the darkest brown in here, and I'll use a bit of the black as well, but I'll use chestnut first. This brush is great, it's so tiny. Still love my Jessup brushes as well. Use them all the time. Oh, under the brow, I'm going to take Glisten, which is the one I was going to put down the centre of the cut crease, but decided against it, as we've discussed. I'm going to put this on first. It's a really gorgeous shade. But over the top, I went in with my W7 in Iridescent because I like more sparkle, and when I'm using tones like this I need to like jazz it up or I'll get bored and wipe it off. Okay. What next? Right, the liner that I've done at the top is OPV Metal and Liquid Liner. This 906 is the number on it. It's kind of almost like a duochrome, like gold green. And I like the applicators on these. You can be very precise. I'll use this as well, more down there. Right, I'll throw my liner on, which is just my ABH. I just really enjoy the pokey inner corner. I just think it looks really nice, like in photos, and it makes your eyes look a bit sexier. So not a hugely thick line. Good thing about having the black on the outer corners, I can blend it into that because I'm not doing a wing, so it'll still like look good. What did I do now? Oh, I'll put a bit of that Urban Decay down the centre. Did it on the other eye, might as well do it on this side. And I don't want it taking over, so I'm just using the applicator. Usually I pull the stopper out so I can get access to a lot more product, but I don't want this being the star of the show really, I just want it there. I think it looks nicer. It's looking pretty cool. I think it's looking like fairly matching to the other side as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a makeup wipe and try and get this angle right. I don't like when I tip my head back if it like looks like it's going downwards. So I try and tip my head back and then keep cutting it up so that it looks more at a nice like higher angle. I'm going to grab a brush, any brush, and that's shade Glisten that I used on my eyebrow highlight, and just pop it there, and then I can extend that inner wing. I love my HUDA one. I just find it very, very, very precise. It literally never lets me down. Right, well, let me put some of that primer under here. Just my Revolution one that I used to cut my crease. Then I took the black. I'm quite nervous about trying to match this up, to be honest. And I'll start in the middle and just place down. I really like this flat style of brush. This kind of thing. It's just a shape I see other people do and I'm like, I want to do that. And I like an interesting lower lash line. Like quite often I'll just get bored when it comes to the lower lash line and just do nothing interesting, but I figured today we could keep it jazzy. Okay. This is nerve-wracking. Put my Makeup Obsession eyeliner. So good. It's so cheap. It's so black. Just in the center there. And then I took, this is a Ciate definer liner in the shade, what shade are you? I don't have a shade on it. Well, it's like a champagne-y one. I just found it in my, I always look at my mirror like that, in my drawer thing. And put this on because, I don't know, it's not that great though, I'll be honest. In fact, let me take a nude first. Just because I feel like that's not really working. This is my Too Faced one. It's really good. Killer Nude or something. Killer Cashmere. This is my very much most used nude eye pencil. Okay, so I'm starting to kind of build that up. I need a wee bit of black in here. Okay. I feel like it's coming together. It obviously looks real rough. Then I'll just take some of those browns, like the chestnut one. Try and blend this line a wee bit. Can all be cleaned up with a bit of concealer, so like it's not quite as scary. And then I'll take a wee bit of Fawn, which is the lighter brown. And then what I did, because I felt like I couldn't be very precise with the shadow on a brush, I took my liner again. And I'm just going to finesse this bottom line. Yeah, see, just give it a bit more structure. And then my OPV, that's going to go in this gap. I think I need to raise that outer line a wee bit. And this gap, getting blobs of it on my lashes. And I can just clean up with more black eyeshadow or black eyeliner. If I kind of go over the wrong bit with this. Yeah, I need to raise that line up a wee bit, that black one, but that's easy done. I think I need a bit of brown eyeliner again, Makeup Obsession. Just kind of fade that black a bit into the nude. It's a bit fiddly, this. We're getting somewhere. These gems are from Amazon. I'll try and link some. They're very cheap, very cheerful. And I just stick them on my tatty lash glue. Stick them on tweezers. I need to get like gem pencil, wax pencil thing. I just feel like gems would jazz things up and make like more interesting. And I do, by the way, try and take them off gently so I can reuse them, because obviously they are plastic and like it's waste and landfill. So I do try and just like take my makeup off, like take the gems off carefully. And then this one can come off until I do my base, and then I'll put that one back on. I'll go throw my base on, then we'll come back and see where we are. But like so far I'm really liking it. I feel like it looks super graphic because of what we've done down below, but it really wasn't like that difficult. This one's looking way fatter than this, but it's okay. I'll fix it when my base is on. All my used brushes in a wee pot. Clean them. Okay, so yeah, I'll be back in a moment and we'll see like where we are. But I do quite like it now actually. Now I'm like doing everything, I am enjoying how this is looking.
Jack left for DC. Unsolved Mysteries said that he left on the 28th for DC and returned to Newcastle that day.
All my base is on. I also threw my lip on prematurely, but I wanted to see the black with it and I think it looks good. Just added a wee gem underneath on each side and just kind of like, I don't know, tried to refine it a wee bit. So my lashes are Sheen lashes, so the same brand that does the liners I always use, and the style SL1, which I've clearly used before. But look at me putting them back in the box for once. Who am I? So it's my Roller Lash Glue, and I am gonna like put my lash on, not really on my lashes, so I'm gonna paint the glue on the top of my lashes so I can really stick it to the falsies, and put the glue quite high up here. And this is just how I get a more like kind of foxy eye look. I'm really liking this makeup, I gotta say. I'll hate it in a week, but right now I'm like, I feel sexy. So yeah, stick the lash on the inner corner, and then the outside part is not at all near like where my actual lash line is, because I want to really like bring my eye up. And yeah, it just kind of lifts up my eye on the outer corner. I don't know, you can see it really well. It's just like how all those people do like the foxy look on Instagram and stuff in the reels, but yeah, it's how I make my eye look a bit wider and a bit kind of like sexier. See, it's more just like a foxy look, sticking the lash like way higher in the outer corner. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do my hair, take my dressing gown off. I was trying to pretend I wasn't in my pyjamas, but kind of am. And that'll be us. But yeah, I really like that eye. So I put my fake ponytail in, my hole hoops, my ear cuffs, which by the way I got on eBay. They're trying to fall out. They do hurt after a while, but they look cute for photos. We're done! I really like this makeup look. When I was taking pictures I could see how uneven it was and stuff, but do you know what, I don't even care because I just think it's a bit of fun. And yeah, I enjoy it a lot. The gems I think add a lot, the glitter liners are really pretty, and I don't think I've matched them too badly. So I really enjoyed playing with my Carnival today. It's probably one of the only palettes I have now that has quite grungy greens in it, and for that reason I wouldn't get rid of it alone, but also it matches, so I wouldn't get rid of it anyway. So yeah, that is going to be it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, tell me what palettes I have. Got all them, I've got more. If you've seen my collection, you'll know what palettes I have that I still need to do a video on and that you want to see me play with. And subscribe if you haven't already. I put out 3 videos a week, and if you want to become a patron and watch me do lives, I'm going to be trying to do a live once per week only for patrons, which are called my sausages. The link down is in the description box to join. Usually I will have a guest on with me, another sausage, but sometimes I will be alone. That's the cat scratching the chair, ready for his lunch. I'm gonna piss off. Have a lovely day, whatever it is you're doing, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!